Yo, what's up? Um, Openclaw is here, fellas. Openclaw is here. Um, I have been absolutely losing it the past couple of days. Like you actually wouldn't believe the amount of like hours I've been putting in, but the amount of fun that I've been having with it. So, um, on this live stream, I want to go over like what I'm building, show you guys exactly how I'm doing it, and how you can use it to scale your agency or coaching business. Let me throw this up on a story so we can get y'all in here. Bro, I'm having genuinely so much fun with this right now. It's insane, dude. It's actually insane. Like what I've been able to build, the feedback I've been able to get on it as well. Like it's it's been great. It's been great. Like we started to give it to some of our clients and set it up for some of our clients, and like they love it. They love it. Something that we've really been like trying to figure out is productizing the back end like database, if that makes sense. So like how can we make it so that it's super easy in order to create a database in the back end that is like you can just talk to. So like for example, let me share my screen. Let me throw this on the story real quick. Oh baby, you are in my system. Should we get some tunes up in here? Nah, you're tripping. Watch live. Bro, why does it say this is a broken stream URL? Where can I get this stream URL? How is it not that? Stream URL, it's right here. Paste. Please enter a valid URL. How is that not a valid URL? How? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Paste. Watch live. Let me get this up in here. Bro, wait till I show you guys. It's working on it right now. Wait till I show you what I got for this dashboard. If you haven't seen my Instagram, I've been posting it on Instagram a ton, but now you guys can see me build it, and how I build it. Live, let's do a red button. Live now. Open, how Openclaw runs. Throw some white. All right, sick. Let me throw this in the telly. If you guys haven't joined the Telegram yet, hop in the Telegram too. I drop a lot of like voice notes in there, and kind of just what I'm doing on the day to day, what I'm seeing, my thoughts on, I mean, everything. Okay. How Openclaw. Look at this URL. All right, sick. Telegram is notified. I'll drop an invite to the Telegram as well. If you guys want to join that. But yeah, bro, like I've been having so much fun with this. Like genuinely, it has been so much fun to play around with. And the amount of time that it has saved me, like already, like you guys know, I have obviously been in the space for 2 years now, and I've been pretty much trying to rebuild this since I started. Um, like legit since N8N came out, I've been trying to replicate this exact thing, and now it's like actually possible to productize, which is like super super important. Um, and like what I've been trying to accomplish, bro, for years. So let me show you guys the dashboard, what it looks like, and what's going on with it, bro. So let me share my screen here. I gotta pull up the chat too. How the fuck do I pull up the chat? I'm still new to the whole streaming thing, but settings, stream, disconnect, primary service. Guys, how the fuck can I? How can I add the chat to the? Okay, I'll just keep it on this left side so I can make sure I can see any questions. All right, calm. Calm, 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 calm. There you go. There we go. Okay, now I can see questions and I can transfer my screen so that I can show you the dashboard and how I'm using this to make money and scale businesses. All right, let me switch to, all right, this is what I'm working with. So, number one, I'm not sure who started this thing to where like who started the movement to talk to it through Telegram, right? In my eyes, like why would you not just put it within your dashboard? So like I'm now able to talk to each one of my agents that each have their different roles, and you know, now it's all in one place. So like walk through if you haven't seen it before, this is how it works. So I have each agent. Scan is my commander, so he's the one that orchestrates it. If you set it up, you don't just have multiple different agents. You have one agent that orchestrates it, and passes it on and launches the other one. So like on a complex nitty gritty gay technology way, um, this guy is like this guy is just relaying the message. So like you can't actually, well, like you can talk to the sub agents, but it's a lot more efficient because I can launch him and I can say, hey, send Ali, which is our coder, send Ali to go do this thing, right? And it will send him to do it instead of just telling Ali, because now I can say, hey, Scan, send Ali to do this, Sam to do this, Ovi to do this, and he can launch all of them and they work while I can still talk to Scan, um, which is like the Met. So like this is like the org chart. Me, obviously. And they all have photos, bro. Shit's pretty funny, huh? Bro, it's hilarious. It is so hilarious. Like I be seeing videos of people like they have like offices. They have like full ass offices. And like I have it set up to where they meet every single hour and they talk about what they've done and what they've worked on. And then how we can like push towards the goal. So like it's super important if you're setting this up to have like a master goal. So like the master goal for all of these agents is to number one, scale raw growth and scale my business. And then number two, make recreating this as easy as possible for all of my clients and make sure they're happy, and we're scaling their business, obviously. So like if you run a coaching business or an agency and you want this like system installed, you want help, and we'll take over your content and sales process, you can click the link. It's also in the chat. But like we'll install this system and then also like take over your content and sales back end. So that's what I do. But that's their main objective. So they have that. So every time it boots up, they know that that is the objective, and when they're building and building upon each other, they're just thinking, how can we get closer to this goal? So that's like, bro, when you see people fucking my Openclaw went and bought a plane ticket and it bought me a Gucci bag, and like, number one, I don't know how the fuck that happens. Like everyone's like, oh, Openclaw's so dangerous, like AI is so dangerous. Like I just genuinely think you're retarded. I don't know how, in any way, shape, or form, this thing would go and buy a fucking plane ticket. Like, we have one objective, and that is to create great content, write great copy, and make a lot of money online. I don't know at what point, buying a plane ticket comes into play, unless it tried to, like, I don't know, buy a plane ticket to the WAP office or New York or some shit. But other than that, like, I don't know. I think it's just bad prompting. So that's the org chart, right? OV, this is my research. This is doing research on pretty much anything. Like OV is the one that's responsible for most of the browser activities. But really what it's doing is researching content, my content, competitors' content, and then best practices for AI. So pretty much how Ovi works is he will watch Twitter. That is like our like quick idea for like Instagram Reels and like ideas to run, and then we'll run them as Instagram Reels. And then if they perform on Instagram Reels, we'll make a YouTube video about it. But so it's watching Twitter 24/7 for content, and then it's also watching for any updates in the AI space in order to make itself better. So those are the two things it's watching for. And then every week, OV is scraping all of my, so we have a list of all my competitors. It's scraping all of my competitors' Instagram Reels, all of my competitors' YouTube videos, and then finding the outliers within all of those. There's like 30 competitors that we have. Finding the outliers, it analyzes the transcript, the hook, the thumbnail, and the title, and then analyzes it, puts it into one place, and then takes my best performing videos and sees which videos made us the most money that week and which videos performed the best, and then combining that and sending it to Quilly. Quilly is the content director writer. So Quilly is tapping into that database that Ovi just created and creating content. Larry is responsible for sales. So Larry has a back end that is connected to all of our content. So like the money that we make from content, with UTM sources, and then our sales calls and everything else. So like UTM, we use UTM links for everything. That goes through our funnel, which Larry has access to. So he has access to our sales calls and our funnel and where leads are coming from. And then he will optimize and feed back to Ovi and say, hey, this is where people are falling off. This is where people are confused. And this is the objections that we're getting, so that when we're doing research, we keep that in mind and we can pass that off to Quilly, right? So these are the main three for content. Ali is just my developer. He's responsible for building this fucking thing. And he's the coder, the back end demon, right? And setting up the back end for all of these guys. Cleo, client success, checking Discord, checking client notifications, onboarding clients. So like whenever we get a client, they go through our onboarding process, and then Cleo will reach out, make sure they have everything, and then take. So this is, bro, this is insane. Like, I mean, you can obviously tell, like, genuinely, like, how fucking excited I am. But what Cleo will do is we have an onboarding funnel. Okay, so when a client gets onboarded, they will go through our funnel, which is pretty much just creating their brand documents. And upon creation of those brand documents, they fill out the onboarding form. AI will create the brand documents for them, give the client the brand documents, and then attach it to our backend where we track all of our clients. So, for example, Daniel Scooby, whatever, Daniel Scooby, we just onboarded him. He fills out the onboarding form. We'll have all the information. It'll create Daniel Scooby's brand documents, okay? That will now be attached to him forever. Anytime we talk to him, anytime we do anything, Cleo will have all the information about Daniel. Pretty much they plug in like their social media, like their Instagram, their YouTube, and like their website, and then just other questions. And we'll scrape all of their social medias, scrape their website, and create those brand documents. And we've created thousands of brand documents. So we have a pretty good process on like what questions to ask and how to like create ones that are actually good. Cleo will take, and then the sales calls, all of the calls with that client are attached as well, all in one database in the backend, which I can show you. It's just a Supabase backend, but I can show you that later on. So Cleo will take that information, send it to all of these agents and say, hey, Daniel Scooby just got onboarded. Let's start working. So they'll watch the sales call. They'll take the brand documents. They'll start working on that client project, right? Again, service as a software. How can we productize your service as much as possible? This is how. We can start working on the project before the client's even onboarded, to where once they build out those first assets, then I can hop on a call with the client. I can go through my process, start strategizing their brand, their funnel, marketing campaign, and how we're going to build out their offer and scale their agency or info business. And boom, like I'm moving the fastest in the market. Nobody is moving faster than me in the entire market. So that's that part. And then Sam is just responsible for keeping costs low and making sure everything is good. And then also heartbeat monitoring. So if you don't know what heartbeat monitoring, it's just keeping the agents alive. So that's like the whole workflow. I'm going to keep building it out. Also, if you are using, you can use a Claude subscription. I'll prove it to you right now. So, okay, yes. Do you see this? I have the Claude Max subscription. Okay. And so I paid $200 a month and I'm using it. I've used my weekly limit. I've been going crazy on this thing. So I've used my weekly limit. So now I'm going on the extra usage. And then I have $100 a month monthly spend limit. Now, a lot of people think that is so much money for an AI model. Number one, like, do you see what I'm working with here? Right? And number two, this is a lot cheaper than having an employee. So in what world does that not make sense? $300 for an employee, that's way better than a VA, right? So yeah, that's the org chart. Do you want Ali to execute? Did this not? So The only thing that I've been trying to figure out is, since I have the chat within here, see, that's the problem. So the dashboard, sometimes I have to use the terminal. The dashboard is giving me a 404 error. I sent Scan and Ali to fix some things. Can you look back at those chats and see what the problem is? So like I have the terminal here. Obviously the chat window is normally within this dashboard, but while I'm still building it out, the code will break because obviously they have to update the code. Once I have like my version completely done, then it shouldn't be a problem and I can just talk to it 24/7. But until that happens, I still got to use like the good old terminal. And this can be like, oh yeah, also, I want to note on this. So we were running Claude Bot, right? Or Openclaw or whatever you want to call it. I actually have also Claude Code instances within it. So we're kind of like dual wielding right now. I think that Claude Code has a better infrastructure around it. At the end of the day, Openclaw is just Openclaw is a vibe coded, thing that someone spun up in a week. I think now that it's bought out by OpenAI, I think it's gonna get a lot better. Like it just updated last night. I think they're just gonna put a ton of money into this and update it and then take it over. What I'm scared though is that what I truly think is that Openclaw is going to get like corporatized to where it's just, so corporate, same as like, using like Claude Cowork or using Manus or something along the lines of that, to where it's like it's not as fun, even if it kind of does the same job. For some reason, I have fun with the fact that it's running on its own Mac Mini. It's open source and it can do whatever it wants. I think when it's like all corporate and it's just like connected to tools, it's not as cool, It doesn't have free range, and I think the error handling isn't as good as well. It isn't as good either. So like, I have it prompted so like if it finds a problem, it can go ahead and take over my browser and go search for a solution, you know? And like we have security in place to where it's not a problem. Again, no, my Openclaw is not buying a plane ticket on accident. Uh, I genuinely just think that people are setting this up completely incorrectly. They don't have the files organized correctly, and that's where you see a lot of that bloat. So like if you have Openclaw right now, I'm sure you've had the problem of it shutting down, and it getting messy, answers not being great, and just like it's just kind of messy and bloated. That's why I added the Claude Code infrastructure in the back end, because Claude Code has billions of dollars behind it and the infrastructure is built for this thing. And, you know, that's what it's for. So I don't know why I would go with someone that vibe coded a random open source model versus someone that has billions of dollars into this thing, right? Also, type in like Openclaw or Claude in the chat. I want to see if it works in my OBS too. I'm trying to transfer it over to OBS. I just don't know how. So I guess I can't see the chat. Preview, output type, cancel. All right. Well, we'll figure that out. In the meantime, here's a summary. Bridge, Scan Ali was building Postgres chat memory, creating chat sessions. During the work, it deployed to the wrong context, which pushed a static build and killed the Next.js app. Is in place with CloudMD updated, so future deploys to dashboard will always use Next.js framework. Can you make sure that deployments are always clean and never break the actual server, because then I lose my chat. If you need to add it to a skill for scan so that before you let me know that the dashboard is finished or anything, scan makes sure that it's fully deployed and actually live and not broken ever when deploying, and it deploys to the same URL, the same Next.js app, and always, is live. All right, let's see if this works. There we go. All right. So let's see where we are at. We have agents. Okay, so these are all the agents. We actually have live finally, dude. Also, another thing, if you are currently building out a dashboard like this, like you want to build out a dashboard like this, make sure that you do it with actual code. So what it will do naturally, if you don't tell it to do differently, is it will build it in HTML, which is pretty much just like colors, and it can't actually it won't have the capabilities that you want it to. So make sure you prompt it to build it in Next.js. Again, guys, dude, I've only learned this just over the years, but I don't know technology. You don't need to know technology to run this thing. But I do think that you should learn AI, how to prompt it, how to correctly use it to actually make you more money. I see so much, and it's just I see so much shit where it's just slop, bro. It's just slop. Like AI, again, back to that plane shit, or I saw AI just ordered me Uber Eats, dude. I don't fucking care. You think I fucking care that I can type in a message like order me kava? No. I'll order my own kava while it's working on writing me copy, while it's working on building me funnel, while it's working on creating me content, while it's working on scaling my clients. Why the fuck would you even spend a minute on trying to get it to have you order Chipotle for you? It's slop, bro. It's slop. So as you can see, I had to transfer from HTML because I had HTML before, and again, HTML just isn't great. So now that we have it in code, I can finally focus on actually building this thing out, and it's scalable. So how this section works. So again, we have the dashboard. This is where all my agents, I can see what's in progress with status bars, what's completed, and then the live activity of all of them. And then these are competitor insights that we're scraping from all of our competitors. And then all of the agents up here. This is the chat. I can talk to whichever agent I want to talk to. Agent section where I can see which each one of them is working on. And then recent activity, what they've outputted recently. Org chart, obviously. Instagram. So this gets pumped with ideas as we scrape. So like I said, since we're scraping competitors constantly and scraping Twitter constantly, Instagram and YouTube, mainly, well, for shorts, for Instagram, we're just scraping my competitors on Instagram, and then Twitter. Twitter's a great place to get quick ideas and just push them out. And then I can come through here, there's some UI stuff I got to change. I got to make this wider. But I can see okay, this is this, and then I can script it with Quilly. So I can just press script and it will script it. It'll go to approved and then start scripting it, ready to film. YouTube, in the old, so this is all of my actual content. I can actually see my actual content. And within this, I had it in the old dashboard, but I have to make it to where I can drop in I can now drop in my raw file. So I can drop in my thumbnail, my description, and then my raw video file. and it will edit the raw video file, give it to me to approve, and then once it's ready to post, I can post it from here. So I just have it sit just like my old Notion dashboard that I had. So like if we go to here, founder dashboard, just like how I had it here to where I can drop it in and just give the thumbnail. I give it like the script so that it like knows how to edit it correctly and doesn't make any mistakes. And then raw video file, and I can drop it in and it can now edit it. So I can have my, and I have like super simple videos. So it's not hard. If I'm not going to sit here and act like if you have like, massive graphics and shit, like I would just stick to a human editor for now. I don't see a downside, but like my videos are simple and people get value out of them and they convert. So if you want to make content to convert and not views, then it's no problem. If you want views, then maybe it's not for you. But again, like I just posted a story too, or I haven't posted it yet, but I made a story. Ask for help, guys. Ask for help. Ask my buddy. My last YouTube video got 1,000 views, generated me 210 leads plus, obviously, and counting, and 10 qualified calls in 1 week for free. For 1,000, I have 170 subscribers. I got 1,000 views on a video, generated 210 leads, and 10 booked qualified calls of business owners doing over $1 million a year. Do you know how ridiculous that is? No, you don't. You don't understand that because you've never even heard of that. If that's what I do for a living, I would hope that I can do it myself. If that's exactly my job, is to help other people create and convert content, I would hope that I can do it myself. But again, beyond the point, why does it work? Because data, because I have it all right here. I know exactly what is driving me direct revenue, how much I make off of each video, right? And I can see my numbers like views, likes, engagement rate, everything, bro. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Content tracker, so I can see like total pieces. Again, same thing. I can see all my videos, total views, average views. I still have to update it. So also, like, mind you, a lot of people are like, holy shit, like this is insane. This is crazy. I've practically already built all of this out, right? So I already have a system that I give to clients to where we're tracking like the amount of money we made from each video. We're tracking, we're creating content for them based off of their objections. We're creating Instagram videos based off what's performing. I've just been wiring this up within N8N this whole entire time. And now it can work completely on its own. So like if we go to here, like, dude, I've been doing this for years. And then Openclaw comes out and now all of a sudden everybody wants it. Like, bro, I've been building this exact system for years and then just doing it through Notion, right? Except now I can have it in one URL and it's a lot better. It can do sub agents. It can fix itself. Everything's just a lot better. So here is the task board. I mean, dude, this shit's just fucking insane. This shit is just absolutely insane. Like, I can see what they're working on, at what point they're at. We're working on rebuilding the funnel right now. It's kind of broken, but like, if you guys want to see, let's see if oh shit. Okay, see, it's on the. So like, some things got broken when I transferred it from the old domain. Yeah, it says raw growth. Who the fuck? UTM link builder. So like, bro, like again, I've had this stuff for years, but now it's just all in one place. I'll show you guys these funnels whenever they fix them. But like again, I just transferred from HTML to this like new dashboard with actual code. So I still gotta like update it, but it's in the knowledge base. I just have to like, obviously there's gonna be some bugs. Calls, I can track my calls. Again, it's still broken. Like I didn't pull all the calls, and like the summary's not working. research. This is all the research, like content research. Mm-hmm. And again, bro, this is based off of my business, my everything. Scraping, same market research reports. So like these are, so like I should be able to click on these. Again, I just transfer the dashboard, so that's what we're working on. But like, yeah, it's retarded. So many SOPs of exactly how to replicate like what they did. So like if they do something good, they just make an SOP of it. How to write a hook, how to create a YouTube thumbnail, how to do everything. Again, there's like some bugs because I just transferred, but all the skills that they have. The SOP section got, I guess that was deliverables. So this is what they're giving me. SOPs is down here. And then thoughts. This is where I can drop like thoughts for whenever I'm like on my walks or anything. I can just drop some thoughts in here. And it will take it and like use it to script a reel or add within one of my YouTube videos or something like that. So yeah, let's start working on this thing. I gotta rip piss real quick. I'll be right back. Oh. Let's get shit going, huh? Oh, all right. Let's get ripping. CloudMD updated with strict rules. Scan all subagents. I'm also working on a section for appointment setters. So, like, if I'm able to track, so like what I've built so far is I can manage all my appointment setters from an agent. So like we get on an appointment setter, again, back to those brand documents. If you haven't watched that video, go to my YouTube and watch how to create brand documents. But those are the most valuable thing you can have in 2026. I stand by that. But if you can create those brand documents, right? We onboard an appointment setter. They instantly get access. Instead of getting access to our leads, which is absolutely retarded. Why would you waste leads on a brand new appointment setter unless they're like vetted? But instead, we can just push volume, take an appointment setter, give them to the AI agent, and that AI agent is trained on all of the past conversations, all of the past sales calls, DM conversations, everything, right? We can give to the appointment setter, and the appointment setter can train themselves. They have 10 tries to score over an 80%. Once they do, and we have full visibility, so say you onboard me, right? I get onboarded and I'm coming onto my own offer. They're going to onboard me. I'm going to get access to this agent. I'm going to be able to chat with this agent, and I have 10 tries to score over an 80%. The offer owner can then see on their end the top performers. So say I scored really well all 10 and I got an 82%. Okay, Chris is good. We can now feed him leads. He's our top appointment setter. And then they're training with this agent every day, and we know exactly how to split up leads. Or like, hey, Chris, you've stayed above 80% for the past month. We're going to up you to a closer, right? So again, efficiency, actually making us money instead of wasting time onboarding setters, or even like, I mean, and then people talk about like AI appointment setters. It's iffy. I've done it before and it works. It's not bad, but I would rather have like 4 killer setters around the clock, or just an army of setters that constantly have training. But how we set it up eventually was we just had like our 4 killer setters, and then we would do on off hours, like if they didn't answer for 5 minutes, then the AI would like answer the combo. That's where I think it's valuable. I don't think just straight up AI setters is the method yet. But okay, let's refresh this. Oh my fucking god. The bridge agent. So here's what I think is happening is I think because I connected it to Telegram and then also had another dashboard, it's getting super mixed up. So it keeps like every time it pushes a new update, it like goes off, and then I just have to tell it and it fixes it. But like that's why I have the terminal and I can't just use my chat window yet. But once I build this thing like correctly, I mean, it takes time to train it, bro. I've only been training like this specific business agent for like a week now. And I've had to do like a lot of changes because I had to like add the Claude code backend instead of the Openclaw. Again, like Openclaw is like spinning down like a mug, and it's no good. It's no good at all. Guys, it says I have chat messages, but I can't read them. I don't know what's going on. Let me see if I can. Live chat. See, it says it right here, but I can't see it there. So let me test it. I'll copy and paste this. Fuck. Flip on me, girl, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. The fuck? Is this actual dots? Copy link address. The fuck is that address? What the f? Alright, guys, what is going on? Again, I'm still getting used to this whole streaming thing, but it's fun. I like it because I can show you like what I'm doing live time. Because like people just make these polished ass YouTube videos and just show you the finished product, but why not show you while I'm building it? And then when I drop a YouTube video, you can go and watch exactly how I did it versus me just telling you. Dashboard should be going. Okay. Okay. See, like sometimes, bro, you just gotta, and then I always spam it and then boom. Okay. Bro, that's the thing with AI, bro. Like sometimes you just gotta slap it in the dick, and go back and forth with it a couple times. But once it fucking works, it works. All right, time to actually get going on this thing. So I think I normally just go top down. So like Quilly, done, running replays. Okay. Type this into plan mode, enable plan mode, and we'll just say like, all right, we have a lot of, actually whisper flow. If you don't have whisper flow, get whisper flow right now. WISPR flow right here. This will be the most valuable, most amazing thing. You've probably seen it before, but you didn't know what it was. I'm telling you right now, Whisperflow is by far the biggest game-changing app that I've ever signed up for. I think I pay like $10 a month, and I never have to type ever again, practically. Changes to the dashboard. It's still buggy since the transfer from the HTML to Next.js. But I kind of just want to fix up some bugs and really make sure that everything is working properly. Do you want me to drop all of the things that we need to fix in this chat, or should we go? No. I'm going to drop everything that needs to be fixed, and then you're going to plan it out with the team, and everyone is going to go and execute their role in order to get this thing complete. So if you are somewhat like, I guess vibe coding, or however you want to say it, number one, plan mode. Always put it in plan mode. Number two, oh shit. Number two, when you're telling it to make changes, AI really likes when you do dashes, right? So you say like, okay, number one, this needs to be changed. Number two, this needs to be changed. Number three, and it's a lot easier, especially when you have sub agents. It's a lot easier to actually like execute on those tasks. Dude, so again, I can see chats, but I can't see the actual chats. I need to like drop a chat in. Okay, whatever. Okay, bug list. What are the bugs you are seeing with this dashboard? Drop the full list and I'll plan it out. I'll send 3, I think, a chat about this. 4, skip the interview. Bro, like, guys, I don't know how to work a fucking terminal. Trust me. You don't have to be technologically advanced. Just use Claude. Use ChatGPT. Use OpenAI. Don't use ChatGPT. I take that back. Use Claude if you have any problems at all, and they'll fix it. Your girlfriend broke up with you, ask Claude. You fucking, your mom doesn't love you, ask Claude, bro. Claude's got you. All right, let's get fun. What are we feeling? What are we doing? All right, let's get it. Chat about this. Okay, let's chat about this. Dude, am I tripping? Don't tell me this is fucking frozen, please. Fuck. Okay. All right, so oh shit. Okay. Okay, number 1 for the current task isn't actually real. It's not actually showing me the current task. I don't think that oh shit. Actually showing me the current task. Oh fuck. Excuse. Oh wait, actually we can just do this. Actually, I don't want to do that yet. No. We'll not keep going. Drop everything. Okay, we're good. More coming. More coming. All right. 2. The actual live or not live isn't real, and it is just showing randomly if the agent is active or not. Number 3, the live activity section isn't real either. It's just hallucinating. And then number 4 for the dashboard section, the competitor insights, I should be able to actually click on and open it and see what it said. For the chat section, the actual voice input is broken. It's not actually like staying. I click it and it starts and then it stops. When I'm choosing which agent I want to talk to, I want like icons next to each one so it's easier to navigate that are in the color of the respected agent. For the agents section, whenever I click onto an agent, it has like the agent board and says backlog, in progress, or completed. It just has like filler tasks, not the actual task that they're working on. And for the recent activity section within that, I can't actually click on their deliverables. And then for the Instagram content engine and Instagram stories, whenever I click onto the idea, I can see the hook and then the description. Whenever I press script with Quilly, I want it to actually move it into the approved section and then actually start scripting. It keeps like saying it's starting scripting, but then never actually scripts it. Once it finishes, I want it to move to the scripted section, and then I can click on it and it actually has the entire script. And then if I click approve, it moves into the ready to film. Next is the YouTube content engine. I want the idea to be a title and then a hook and a list. And then same process as the Instagram Reels. If I press script it, it moves into approves and then actually scripts it. That section seems to be like broken. Then once I press approve when it's in the scripted section, it moves into ready to film. I also want it so that for the YouTube content engine and the Instagram content engine, whenever I just move the the Kanban to approved, I want it to automatically start scripting it. And then once it's scripted, it moves to the scripted section. And I want the status bars to actually be live so that I can actually see, okay, is Quilly scripting it and how far is he into scripting it? For the content tracker, it looks good. The task board, there are still just like fillers within it. And I want it so that I can add a task and it will go from pending and then trigger whatever agent it's assigned to and go into running, actually start running and show me a live status bar. Once it's done, it moves into done. And then when I click on that specific task, I can see the actual output. So if it's a document, I can see that. If it's not a document, then it just says like what it completed. The funnel live pages are completely broken. It's sending me to rawgrowth.com when the domain is rawgrowth.ai. And they just are sending to nothing. Have Larry check and make sure that it's actually the funnels that he built and they actually go to the domains that he has. For the research section, the competitor content ideas, I want to be able to click on them and open them. Damn. For the deliverables section, it's kind of broken. I want to be able to actually see the deliverables and then click into them and actually see the markdown files. Make it so that within the dashboard, any like markdown file or any completed task, I can actually see the file. So a lot of them are just showing me like the path to the file, but I want to actually be able to see the file within the war room. Skills section is good. Still don't have any SOPs, but that's fine. And add some liquid glass and just make the UX look a lot more clean and premium. Also add my real logo that you have in your knowledge base. Wherever there is a castle, you have my real logo, the raw growth, and the castle without a background. All right, there it is. That should be all my final changes. Everything else is pretty much done. Like again, oh yeah, I want to show you guys like also the back end that it's connected to, bro. Dashboard. So like this is the back end that it's. Dude, look how many requests. So we have like everything just stored within here. Like it's still kind of broken. Again, like it's been a week, so that's just how AI works. But like, bro, we can see everything, and everything is actually live, and it's actually pulling from real data. which is the difference. AI is simply just a race to who can have better data. And don't get this wrong, right? So I have this system and it seems like, oh, I'll just build this myself and everything's good. I'll get content that performs. Everything will work. But what you have to understand is that this is trained off of years of me scaling content for agencies and info businesses, right? So I had to first figure out how to write copy in order to convert people. I had to figure out how to create content that converts people. I had to figure out how to train a sales team. I had to figure out how to make a proper funnel that is actually high converting. I had to figure out how to write email sequences. I had to figure out how to set up automations. And then because I had that proprietary knowledge, I can now train AI on it. But if you go to someone like Claude, or you go to Claude and you ask it, hey, I want to do a funnel. I want to build a funnel and I need like high converting copy, write it for me. You're not going to get a good output, right? And even I can't, even though I know like what to do, even if I prompt it, like just base Claude, like even if I give it brand profiles and say, hey, write me a high converting funnel, it still does not give me the output that I want. But because I learned all of that, and then I learned how to actually use AI and actually train AI and learn AI skills, I was then able to figure out how to train it to actually give me an output that I want. So this backend is loaded with, I just showed you the backend for just the dashboard. I have another database that looks very similar to that, loaded with all of the offers that I've launched, all of the content of clients that I've worked with, my content, competitors' content that converted, loaded with all of that, loaded with all of the email sequences that I've ever sent, loaded with all of my clients' like DM conversations. Like legit, I scraped each one of my clients like DM combos. I scraped every single one so I could use it for them. But then I trained and made a database with all of those so that we can see patterns across niches, patterns across like different lead types. And then we can see like, okay, how do people actually talk and how are we actually supposed to respond? So then we like filtered, like say it was 500 different conversations. Then we filtered it and took the 100 of them that closed. And then we're like, okay, this is an example of conversations. This is how you properly handle them. And these are leads that are closed. So now we have it trained on that, right? Same with email. Since we track, okay, how many people bought, we gave it all of my emails. And then we said, these are the top 10 that generated the most amount of revenue. Funnel, same exact thing. These are all the funnels. These are the top 10 that perform the best, right? Because now it has context of past funnels and like how to write in different niches. And then it gave it like, okay, these are the ones that convert. And then I prompted it. Claude has written up a plan and it's ready to execute. Would you like to proceed? Yes. Clear context. Yes. And bypass permissions. Yes. And manually improve. And then we took all of that information and then just reverse engineered it. So I prompted it to reverse engineer it and say, okay, we have the 10 best funnels that we've ever did, the 10 best emails, the 10 best pieces of content, the 10 best sales calls. Then we reverse engineer and say, why did these work versus all of the other examples that didn't? And then that is now a skill that the agent has. Instead of just saying, this is how you write an email, because you know that if you've ever used a basic LLM or an AI, that if you just tell it to do something, it's just going to do it exactly like that. So if I just gave it like an example of 2 emails, it's just going to pretty much rewrite those emails. But instead of that, we gave it context and then said reverse engineer it and tell me why these worked versus those didn't. and then added that as a skill. So now it can conform to whatever niche we're in, wherever the copy is, um, etc. VSLs, same thing. Um, like we just looked at our best VSLs and loaded it in and said, these are the ones that converted. These are the ones that didn't. Here are the numbers, like the watch rate, which again, now I have within this to where since I had this agent rebuild my funnel, I had it, all of the data go into this funnel. So now the UTMs are within that. But then I also built like a dashboard where I can see like all the VSL metrics. And mind you, like, dude, this dashboard is probably like the farthest one behind. My clients have better dashboards that are like fully working. This one is just my personal one that I think just has more capability, but obviously like I have to like build it out properly, and then I kind of roll out like whatever works for my clients first, to make sure like it's working, and then I'm kind of like the test dummy where I kind of see like how much we can get away with. But like again, like dude, I've been doing this for years. Just now, it's just so much easier and more possible, and we can have agents that work around the clock. Also, if you are thinking about getting a Mac Mini, just get the Mac Mini, right? Mm, Because I was using, so I like have the Openclaw with the Claude Code backend. If you've set up Openclaw, you know it breaks a lot. It has problems with like the heartbeat. Everything's just kind of messy. So we take a $1 billion company and the infrastructure that they've built for this, and then just attach this open source fucking free agent, and we have something very, very powerful that actually works. It doesn't spin down, it doesn't break. But the Mac Mini runs 24/7, and that's really what it's powerful for, right? So if I ran this on my local, like whenever I close my computer, then I can't use it anymore. So it's literally like that's what it's worth. And I can run like local models on it. Um, it can have its own browser. Like if I ran this on my own and it opened its browser, like it would open on my screen, and I don't want that, right? And then what I do is I just preview into the screen, right, like this. So this is Scans Mac Mini, um, and it's in my living room connected to the router, and then I can just navigate it here, right? And it's just like super easy, and just a lot better. And I can transfer all the files too. Like it's super easy. It's but shit's insane, bro. Shit's absolutely insane. I don't know, like let me know what you guys want to see like videos on, like how I'm doing it, how I'm using it to take over like marketing, and sales processes. Like actually, I think a lot of content right now is rather just like tech slop or kind of basic. I don't see anybody like actually showing you how to scale an info business or agency with AI. I rather see people showing you how to scale manually, or I see technology slop. But nobody is doing it like us. Nobody's moving as fast as us. Um, like, again, like I showed you the video. Like we wrote 15 new VSLs in the span of 3 days. Like that is ridiculous. And like they're actually high quality VSLs, converting at above industry standard. Like it's insane, bro. I'm super excited. And I think that's why, like, I mean, I'm on live, bro. I think that kind of shows you like how excited I am about this. I just want to like share everything that I'm learning, share everything that I'm doing. Um, Instead of just showing you guys a finished product. I think it's cool because you're literally watching me build it in front of your face, and then you're going to see a video about it tonight. And you got an inside look of exactly how I did it. And maybe I'll start Maybe I'll start like streaming whenever I am like making the video for it, so you guys can like kind of see that process too. As of now, I mainly use like my old system. So like again, if you don't know or you watch my other video, I have the Notion system, which is this. So like literally the same exact thing, just instead of this now being in Notion, all of this is just in one place. And instead of having a crazy N8N backend, we have Claude Code that can fix itself, learn itself, has its own browser, has its own skills, makes itself better, has sub agents. So like, and I love this example. I love this example. This is what AI is, okay? AI, if used correctly, is a turbo engine. That is what AI is. Okay? If you have a business that is fully manual, think about it like a broke down Toyota car. You have a broke down Toyota car, and then people are just trying to slap AI on top of it and have a turbo within a broken Toyota Corolla. That's never going to work. You're never going to get the performance that you want. The only way for AI to actually be efficient is by practically tearing everything down and rebuilding with AI. And that's the mistake that I see the most. And a lot of people that we work with come to us and they had already rather tried to install AI themselves or worked with someone else. Like maybe they worked with like a consultant, or maybe they worked with like an AI like agency, but nothing ever works. They're in like these communities and it's like it's just outdated shit. Like people are teaching you how to hire DM setters, or how to, I don't even know how to like get better at fulfillment, or how to run ads. Like it's outdated. It's outdated. And that's why I truly think like I have the biggest advantage in the market, is that nobody came up with AI like I did and built with AI from scratch and have the ability to take down and rebuild completely with AI. And I think that's my competitive edge, and that's where we're just so powerful, bro. We're so powerful and we move so fucking fast and so lean. 90% profit margins. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like I have a couple SaaS, and not only that, but like this replaces a lot of like SaaS businesses, you know? Which is like, if you're in SaaS, like I think, and that's why Y Combinator. I haven't dropped that video yet, but Y Combinator came out, if you don't know, with an article. They're now investing in AI native agencies. AI native agencies for the first time. If you don't know what Y Combinator is, they're the number one money in technology. And they are responsible for funding Reddit, Stripe, Airbnb, smartest money in technology. They have always invested in SaaS businesses. They're now investing in AI native agencies. Like, dude, I can pull up the article. I mean, it's insane, bro. It's insane. Let me pull up this article for you, if you didn't see this before. Here it is. Requests for startups, right? Smartest money in technology. Responsible for Airbnb, Stripe, Every big SaaS company has gone through Y Combinator. They invest in SaaS businesses. They are now investing in agencies because, look, agencies have always been crazy hard to scale, low margins, slow manual work. The only way to grow is to add more people. AI changes this. Instead of selling software to customers to help them do the work, you can charge way more by using the software yourself, aka Openclaw, aka Cloud Code, and selling them the finished product at 100x the price. A design firm that uses AI to produce custom design work for clients up front to win the business before the contract is even signed. Or an ad agency that uses AI to create stunning video ads without time. Like, agencies are the future, look more like software companies. I have software margins. I'm not quite at software delivery yet, but I'm just using my knowledge that I learned and then delivering with AI, right? And again, goes back to my point of why AI is literally just the best data that you can train it on. AI is not some superpower if you have no fucking knowledge and you have no knowledge of how to train it proper. You have no knowledge of how to train it properly, and you have no knowledge to train it on. So you need to learn skills. Whether that is, and you already have your skills. You are rather running a content agency, a marketing agency, you're a growth operator, you're a sales rep, you're a you're a coach selling BizOp, you're a fitness coach, you're a whatever you are, you have a skill. Now it's about how can you turn that into AI intellectual property. Right? So if you're rethinking, and they want to invest in agencies now for the first time. So if that doesn't show you something that people are finally waking up, you know, that's that. Let's check up on this. But yeah, bro, I'm really, really, really excited for what is to come and the results I'm gonna be able to get. And I think the world is finally waking up. And I could not be more happy that I started 2 years ago. And I sound like a crazy person talking about N8N and talking about, use AI to do this, use AI to do that. And I'm this weird, I'm this weird fucking, I don't even know, tech person that doesn't know tech. I don't know a line of code. I don't like tech. I like making money though. And if it can help me get better results and help my client get better results faster, I'm going to use it. So I think the world is finally waking up. It's here. We're finally here. It feels like, bro, it feels like if you've ever watched, what's that show called? If you've ever watched Gravity Falls, when at the end, when it has like the Armageddon, that's what we're in right now. Like everything's been leading up to this moment right now. In the next 6 months, you're going to see a massive gap. The next 6 months, and this will be the difference from winners and losers. In the next 6 months, it is going to define who is going to push ahead and who will fall behind. There will be a massive gap within the market based off of who adopts AI right now, even if it's not at the level that they want it to be, even if it's not quite where it's going to be, who adopts it right now, who tears down and rebuilds with AI versus who doesn't. And there's going to be a massive, massive shift, and you're going to see all of the businesses struggle, and it is going to split to where the people that do not adopt are going to just completely wither away, and the people that adopt now are just going to be moving 10 times faster with way better margins, way more cash flow, be able to outspend them. We are still just humans with tools. We are still business. It is still business. Nothing is changing about the business. But if you are able to deliver faster, then you're going to get better results and you can market those better results. If you're able to have better margins, you're going to have more cash flow and more cash to put into marketing. If you are able to fulfill without overhead, then you're going to collect more cash to put more and outspend everyone else. That is it. So everyone's talking about Claudebot, talking about AI, talking about all it is fundamental business. We just have tools that allow us to be better than our competition. That is it. So that's my thoughts on it. Super excited. If you want to see like what I'm doing, how I'm building it, follow. If you want me to help you scale your info or agency, install this system into your business and help you scale, then you can click the link down below. But this just finished. We'll take one more look and then I don't think it updated. Oh, I think it, wait, did it? Let's see. UI looks the same. This is also the weird part. Like sometimes it won't added glass. No. Okay, it didn't update. So funnel URLs, task now rendered formatted instead of raw. Added bridge pulling task. I'll let you guys look at like what this is at. I'll probably have to like make a couple other changes, but other than that, bro, we're pretty set. War room homepage. No, I don't think it updated. Oh yeah, it did. Where is this glass? I don't see no liquid glass. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, pretty good, bro. Just have to make like a couple of different changes. We'll see if this works. Another point too, like that nobody really talks about is like, bro, if before it's like you, even if you scrape competitors and you scrape your own content in order to use AI to make content, like we are now able to like in live time, because this backend has my database of all my clients, all my results, all my Discord messages, like everything. So it can create content in live time. So like if we get if a client sends in the wins channel, like just closed a 10K piff, we'll read that and then say, okay, let's make a reel on that, or like tie that into the intro of one of our YouTube videos or something like that. So that's also like the biggest advantage. Okay, yeah, pretty good, bro. Couple of like tweaks, like this operations board is still needs a little bit of work. But other than that, dude, we're pretty golden. Yeah, let's see, like it's like little bugs like that. But yeah, bro, finally. Okay, well, that's the update. I'm gonna make a video with this finished version, probably finish it in the next hour. And then I'll make a video kind of walking through it and see how you could implement this yourself. If you want me to install content and sales systems like this into your info or agency, again, you can go down below and you can book a call as long as you're doing over $1 million a year. And if you just want to license this system to sell yourself, you can also go down below, and we'll give you all of the code and the prompts. If you have the time and you're doing under $1 million a year to set this up yourself, you can go down and get that below too. But appreciate it, and we'll call it.